All right, Caroline, and spirituality.
Okay, that's how my voice sounds. Hi, I'm Caroline, and I'm talking tonight about a topic I call spirituality, but it's really my hobby, and it's a little bit hypothetical. It's also it attracts a lot of skeptics. So I'm going to start with a light proof and go from there. Why should anyone want to add this to their life? It can be extremely entertaining. It can be just like anything else that you read, you start up a new hobby. This has the advantage of being with you at all times, even without your iPod, because it comes as a part of you when you're born. And there's even skepticism that it stays around even when you're not alive. So it's always there. And so to kind of learn to work with it can, really furnish some missing things in your life. Spirituality is not religion. If you take the historical component out of religion, you kind of get what spirituality is going after, which is a geek time. The notion that your body has energy is backed up by physics, by the law of conservation of energy and Einstein's theory of relativity, both of which state that mass and energy are neither created nor destroyed and are of equal parts of each other. Planck's law is a model for photons. It really interests me, though. I find it as an interesting model for the way the human spirit works, and I'll go into that in just a second, where h is the action constant and v is a frequency. Einstein used Planck's law for 21 years to develop the theory of relativity, so it's a precursor to that historically. Okay. So if you are a personality, or you are a thing, you're a you've got this essence. What is that essence? And to me, it's like, first of all, your action constant. How much of you ends up with other people and in other places? And your frequency, are you positive or negative? And I kind of wish that there was more to say about this scientifically, but it's generally not researched. It's generally left up to people's own internal clocks to figure out. And anyway, but biology has my back. If you're a biological system, which you are, you've got energy. So that's essentially what I'm talking about, is just this pool of energy that you've got in yourself. And so energy laws apply to you, and this is where I'm going with this. There you go. So if you're alive and you have mass, and mass can bend light and energy, then you can affect what the energy in your body does. And to me, that's what spirituality is. It's getting used to the notion that you have an energetic field, an energetic force, and that you can actually consciously decide to do stuff with it. So if you're interested in getting to know this thing, one of the best ways to start is to notice your breath and start breathing. I mean, like, really noticing your breath and starting to breathe. I've fended off attacks at work by breathing. Now, I'm serious, and it works great because you can't get in trouble at work for breathing. Another thing is to identify those things, that what your life is like, those bees in your bonnet, what always happens to you, what is always happening around you. What do you notice? Those are your calls to action that don't come in red font and are not clickable. So even though you are perfect already, if you decide that you're worth improving, that's already a step. That's already something you can decide to do. Very simple, and therefore, if your existence is worth improving, so is that of others. And that's kind of where the whole karma idea comes in. So, I forgot what the next slide says. So if you don't want anything to do with it, no big deal. You just opt out of all participation. You forget this whole talk, and you can opt out of all action with it, or you can kind of start to feel with it. That's